Last time I ran Metal Gear Solid 2, and they've let me back with the first game. I've heard that Meryl's just won the bid war, so I'm going to kill Meryl anyway and then donate $25 to Icon afterwards. We're 100% killing Meryl. So yeah, I'm running any percent Metal Gear Solid, which is tons of sequence breaks, tons of glitches. You'll see as we go through. I just want to say happy birthday to Swish as well before we start.
Happy birthday, Swish. We're off.
So yeah, this game's what I was looking before. It's 21 years old. Oh, thanks guys, thanks. Yeah, it's 21 years old. We're actually running the Japanese version, which is Metal Gear Solid Integral, and that's so we can skip a 2.5 minute cutscene later. So it's the fastest version of the game. Running easy on it as well because I'm casual, as someone pointed out in the chat before. So just begin with, we're kind of stuck in the dock area until the lift comes, which is on a timer. So we're just kind of wasting time by killing these guards. Compared to Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid 1 starts kind of slow, especially with the big skip we do on any percent. How did he not see me? He will see me this time. Ah, not that. So while we've got time to kill in the dock area, I'm just going to show you this little glitch that we'll be using later. You can get on top of objects if you crouch down and then look up and stand up, and so I'm on top of this object. This game isn't programmed for you to be on top of objects, so you don't get any fall damage, which is going to be really useful later. I'll just pick up these rations while I'm waiting. So I'm going to wait till like 2:20 before we can progress. There's no skip. You can get out of bounds in this area, but you can't get back in bounds again, and there's no way to make this elevator any quicker.
Would you say this is like a glitchy game? In terms of
yeah, extremely.
Okay.
Yeah, it's super.
But we have to
super
wait a
glitchy.
bit to see them.
Not long, but yeah, a little bit.
Awesome.
And yeah, thanks Red for the donation. You did say that was going to be a funny one, so I appreciate that, man. So I literally got to wait here till this car comes down the lifter. Comes at about 10 seconds from now.
How long have you been running for?
Metal Gear Solid, I started running 2 in October, started running 1 in February.
Oh, wow.
So a little while. But I play it so much, it's kind of like a second job at this point. I'm enthusiastic, let's say. So there's a lift now. I'm going to do a little trick here where I can knock on the wall just as the elevator goes past, and then sneak past this guard like a ninja. It's crafty, that, wasn't it?
That's quick. Guy's got no idea, man.
It's because just too stealthy. I definitely didn't walk right past him. So we're just going to skip a few of the cutscenes here before we can move on. All of the text is in Japanese, but all the language is still in English. This is the re-release of the game, and it's only English, but only released in Japan. The original version of the game actually has 5 languages on it, which you can use for the cutscenes, and they didn't really splash out on the voice actors, so if you listen to the voice acting, it's really, really poor. But the English and the Japanese is quite good. Well, no, in fact, no, it's better than quite good. It's extremely good. So what we need to do here is pick up the chaff grenade and put it on, because you run faster whenever you've got a weapon out. So you always want to be carrying a weapon. I'll never be empty-handed unless I have to be. We got in there nice and quick without taking too much damage. You can really lose a ton of damage from both those guards.
Do we have time for a donation?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you. So we have $7 from Mockingjay here, just because I like a round number. So that goes towards Young Minds and also takes us over $1,500.
Wow.
So
that's massive.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks
Well
everyone
done,
for
guys.
donating. Mockingjay is also my girlfriend, by the way. Shout out my girlfriend Katie. So just then when I answered that codec, this will only really apply to people who run the game, but if you hold up on the D-pad, Snake will stop after answering the call, but if you hold up on the analog stick, he'll keep moving. So it's important to do that. So we're just making our way towards the DARPA chief, which is in the vents. Anyone who's played even the demo of this game will know about that. But we're going to take a slight detour once we get to the ladder. There's a strat here where you can throw a chaff grenade, and it's a little bit faster to distract this guard. But I like chaff grenades. I think they're really good. So I'm just going to knock on here. It was nothing. Guards in Metal Gear obviously known for being extremely intelligent. I've seen all the melee heads in the chat giving me abuse. I like it. So yeah, normally you'd go up that ladder, but on the any percent run, we just get in this vent here and do that. And do that glitch we did a moment ago to get behind the wall. And now we're out of bounds. We can go behind the loading zone of doors, and we're going to go behind this extremely high level door, and that's going to skip about 45 minutes of the game. So there is two runs for this game. One is the old bosses and one is any percent. And obviously in this we're going to cheat and skip as many bosses as possible. So now we're at the torture sequence, which is actually after Sniper Wolf 1 if you're playing the game normally. So it's really, really far along. And obviously you have your chaff grenades and rations in here, which you normally wouldn't. So now we need to go be a bit sneaky, so we're going to hide under the bed. The guards obviously needs the toilet. The reason we're hiding under the bed here is because it just speeds up the guard cycle. Normally you would come out, walk up and down, and then fall asleep for a while. But if you hide under the bed and he notices you're missing, it skips that cycle.
I was going to ask if that was part of the game or a glitch, but
it's not really a glitch. It's just
faster.
Just what happens.
Of course. Do you have a lot of out-of-bounds sections in this game? Yeah, nice.
That's quite a long codec, one of the longer ones in the game. You can always tell it's going to be a long codec if Naomi Hunter's in it, because for some reason she just talks and always longer. I can't believe it's going to cost me $25 to kill Meryl, but I kind of think it's money well spent.
For charity.
Yeah, so now he notices I'm missing, and then I come out from the bed, and that stops him from falling asleep. So now I'm going to make noise. This is a strategy that was found by Plywood. It saves about, I don't know, a second. if you just distract him as he's walking around, normally he'll sneeze at different intervals, but if we stop him from doing that, it's a little bit faster.
Shut up in there, will ya?
So in a moment I'm going to go into the torture and submit, which will do Meryl.
Shut up in there, will ya? Shut up.
And I think that's the Dark Chief.
Shut up in there, will ya?
His corpse is just left in this room for some reason, even though you see him die in the prison.
Ocelot wants you.
Yeah, so sorry Meryl, but we've got to go fast.
You win.
We just couldn't hold on. You notice Ocelot's missing a hand there as well, because this is after the first boss fight with him, where he gets his hand sliced off.
As I promised. But I'll take the woman in return.
Yeah, we had the grenade in prison. We snuck into prison. We snuck into jail. Yeah, we snuck into jail.
Do we have time for 2 donations?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Cool, so we're going to do the first one from Bez, which is $25.
Come on, Bez.
I missed the catty because I was burst from the night before. Here's 25, the cost of a 20 deck and a bottle of whiskey. Have a good one and good luck on the run.
Oh, cheers, mate.
Cheers, Bez.
Then we have $25 from Nix. Nothing but love for a charity I wish I had access to a decade ago. Best of luck to everyone at UKSG and Young Minds.
Totally agree with you, Nix, mate. 100%. Yeah, Archon is the real love interest. He's such a real love interest that he's going to turn up in a moment to save us from prison, which we put ourselves in. It gets complicated with the sequence break. The story kind of gets a bit complicated. This guy's obviously not well. He's going to go back to the toilet in a second. We're kind of just waiting for him to leave.
Oh, my stomach. Oh, damn it.
Stay hydrated.
Oh yeah,
Pint
absolutely.
water sipping time.
It's kind of good, I mean, especially compared to Metal Gear Solid 2, which is just action throughout. There's no water
Entire
sipping.
game, yep.
But this game's got like quite a slow burner at the start, which is nice. The pace soon picks up though. We've got to get these this sequence breaking out of the way. I'm just staying right by the door because if you're not stood by the door when Out-of-Con turns up, it'll wait for you to walk over there. And here he is. What a guy. He's going to give us a key card and some ketchup,
He's coming back.
which is
See you
useful
later.
for getting out of jail.
Wait.
So I'm going to go right here by the door. You may not, for the viewers, you may not have seen this in Metal Gear Solid, but you use ketchup to escape the jail. I'm being right by the door, so when he comes to unlock it, I can stand straight up and choke the guard out. I'll put my key card on as well, because I'll need that. Why didn't just give you a key for that door, I don't know. But and we're out. If you stand sort of, if you're in any other position when you stand up, you tend to get an alert, and then he can get shots on you and stuff. So it's always better to be right by the door there, so you can stand up and immediately choke him. We've got our stuff back. It was handily left outside. We can put the chaff grenade back on, obviously, to move quick again. I think it's around 25% faster movement speed when you've got the chaff grenade on. Fast elevators in Metal Gear Solid 1 are quite common, but we still press the button twice, which will make it come quicker. If you press it once, you can be waiting a while. Armory is a really hard room. I've got to throw that guy, and then I've got to sneak past this next guard without him seeing me. And then not hit the lasers. Oh, I was really close to hitting the lasers. I've got to pick up this PSG-1 because it'll allow me to skip a boss later. That's what we're all about in the 80% run, skipping bosses. I took that really safer. You can take that turn much sharper to the guard, but getting alerts in Metal Gear Solid 1 is really costly. Even on easy, it's extremely costly because the guards just all of a sudden just come flooding in. Unlike Metal Gear Solid 2, where they'll have to go radio for backup, and you can normally leave the room. So now we're going to come up to our first boss area, where the tank gunner would normally be, but because we sequence break the game, he's already dead. So you know, easy boss. Not easy claymores though. I've got to watch out for these. There's 2 claymores either side there, and it's quite common to get blown up by them. I'm going to pick up these grenades over here because I need them later. This next room is super hard because if you get seen, the room all locks and floods with gas. So if you get an alert here, you're 100% dead. And again, Naomi Hunter, long cutscene. There she is. If you see her, long codec. That's her shortest one in the game. Unlike the later games as well, when you get codecs, you just have to mash A all the way through. So it is, I think Trombone Gino said it's 30% of the game is mashing codec calls. This guard here, if he sees me, if I get an alert, I'm dead, so fortunately I didn't get an alert there.
Do we have time for another donation?
Yeah, for sure.
So we have $10 from Tasty. Let's go,
Tasty.
Pat. If you need any help with Metal Gear Solid lore during the run, let us know. I'll sort you out, pal. So there you go.
Oh yeah, Tasty, known Metal Gear Solid speedrunner for sure. He does have the Headhunter world record though, so I think it's him and another guy competing for it. Thanks, man. I'm gonna get the Nikita there. You don't actually have to get the Nikita on easy any percent, but I like to get it for safety, and plus I use it for like quite a fun cargo elevator strat. If you didn't notice, I just killed Psycho Mantis, by the way. It was a tough fight, but I've made short work of him. Now we're going outside, so I'm going to put a scarf on. It's cold. It's in Alaska, and also there's dogs, and dogs really like me.
I'm assuming the scarf has some value.
No, it's just me.
Oh.
It's just animals really like me. Look. There is a strat where you can just leave the key card on and then punch the dog, but I'm not punching a dog. So we're coming up to Wolf 1. That wolf one's a really hard fight on any percent. There we
Sensing
go.
a
I've
theme
killed,
here.
I've
I'm
killed, I've
sensing a bit of a
I've
theme
killed
here
her.
with
We've got her. And I get rewarded with a codec call. Now this guy with the sunglasses is Master Miller. Now he seems like a guy that knows what's going on. I'm going to trust anything he says. I'm loving the dog emotes in the chat. Everyone's got cool ones. I need these sniper bullets for later, so I'll pick them up there. It's the best place to put it. I'm going to put my grenade on as well. I'm going to try and do a little cutscene skip here in a sec. I was practicing it before with the D-pad, and I found that quite consistent, so hopefully I'll get this. Normally you'd go through this next door here, and an alert starts, but a cutscene plays first. But you can, I might have got that a bit early actually. I did, yeah, I knew I did. That's still faster than the cutscene though. This is the ascent. Super rough area of the game, and I've just lost a lot of health to a grenade, so this could be a bit tricky. I'm going to skip the throwing the first stun and just try throwing the guards. And the guards are so... Look at this guy. Look how fast he is. That should be fine. Yeah. Sorry about your eyes, anyone. Like, it's not really... It doesn't really care about anyone's vision. Throw the door here. Basically, I just want to get to the top of the stairs without getting knocked down. But it's easier said than done. So I can quick throw the guards. If I unequip, throw the guard and equip again, it's really fast. And you can throw the guards from quite far away. It's just a timing thing, there's two here. The game actually just loads this staircase over and over again. It's not actually just one map. It's reloaded over and over again, if that makes sense. You're going to see the Usain Bolt guard, I call him in a second. He runs all the way from the bottom to catch you. Here he comes. Oh, there's two of them. There's Mo Farrow as well. Let's go throw a stun, hopefully before they hit me. Ah, shot me. Could be worse. Could be worse.
So do you have to run up a certain amount of times before?
Yeah, so there is a certain number of floors. I know how many, but I'm not going to tell you. Let's just say it's 30. No one's going to check. It's 30. It's really important not to use a ration on the ascent. That's the most important thing because you're going to get full health afterwards anyway. So if you use a ration, it's kind of a waste. Here, when I go out the door, I'm just going to stick my rope on. I'll need that. Wait for the noise. There we go. Did you hear that sound? That's how you know when you can let go of X. So now we've done the ascent, we're going to go back down the tower by abseiling, and Plywood's got a wicked tutorial on how to do this in the fastest way possible. So we should get down there after about 20 seconds. Well, if you loved this game as a kid, don't watch me run it because I'm not doing it as your childhood memory has it. To be fair, I was super young when I first played this game. Obviously it came out in 1997. And all I remember doing is like just hiding from the guards in one room, like being like terrified. Oh. Done it wrong. I was holding to the right a little bit, so. No, I've really messed this up. I mean, no, this is what it's supposed to look like. If I get on here, I might have... No. Alright, we might be able to recover it from here. I was holding my controller in the wrong position. We're fine, we're fine. It's a little bit slower than I'd want it to be, but... You can't have everything. Okay, it's a cool little tricky. I'm just going to get ration for safety. And then I'm going to put my sniper rifle on. And shoot this guard at the end. And then switch to the stun grenade. And now to the normal grenade. If the guards shoot you here, they send you absolutely flying. The bullets hit you and you just go flying back. So you've got to do that room really safely. And we go from the game being glitchy to even more glitchy. I've just got to count these stairs. So I need to run down 7 flights. 1, 2, 3, 7, and then I'm going to throw the grenade. And then a cutscene will play. While cutscenes are playing, explosives won't go off, things like that. So I can just set that up with the cutscene. I'm going to do something called the weapons glitch here, hopefully. First time? First time. So, it's kind of hard to explain, but I need to delete the stinger from my inventory so I can get past the cutscene as part of the sequence break. If I've got the stinger in my inventory, a cutscene will play, and the runs over. The game's broken. It's completely soft lock. So for safety, I'm just going to do it really early. So normally when you go around this corner, a cutscene would play with Otacon, but now we've got rid of this thing from the inventory, so it doesn't play. And now there's like normally boxes there, which prevent you from walking up the stairs. But because of what we did there, they're not. Just got to avoid these cameras now.
Can I just jump in for a second?
Yeah, of course.
So, what one did you want to save again? Just in cheating.
We've already done it, and we wanted to save Otacon.
No worries, because I actually ended up winning in the end, so you don't have to donate anything, unless you already have. But
I will anyway. I will anyway.
It won by $47, so
Let's go.
it went very crazy towards the end. So you got saved technically.
It's because I just knew in everyone's heart that they wanted to kill Meryl. So we're just going literally to the top of the tower to unload it, and then we're going to load it back up again and do some more cheats. Not cheats, what should we say? Tactical maneuvers. This next trick's really hard, and I practiced it about 12 times before the run today, and I got it 10 out of 12 times. But if you mess it up, you kind of have to kill yourself and go back to the top of the tower again, so it's a bit of a nightmare. If I mess it up kind of 3 times, I'll just load a save after it, 'cause it's a bit of a nightmare.
First try.
Yeah.
Have faith.
Yeah, we'll go for first try. It's just a little bit awkward. I never struggle with it on the emulator, but it's PSTV for some reason I don't gel well with. I've got other Johns if you want to hear them. Like, we're just trying to throw the chaff grenade at the right time so it goes off just as I get past it, and that'll let me get past 2 cameras for 1 chaff grenade. Like, economize on the chaff grenades. Chaff grenades are broken in all the Metal Gear Solid games. Okay, so there's boxes in the way here. We want to like get on top of them. There's like a specific part of Snake's walk cycle when he's not got a weapon equipped. I just kind of do it by trial and error. But I can't go over the boxes, and I have to drop right to the bottom. There we go. So I'm going to equip the chaff grenade. I've been setting it up like this, so I go against this wall, look down. Right, I need to move slightly over, and then just like Geronimo it. Yeah, first time. It can be done faster by, you know, the professionals, but that will do. Doing that first time has taken a huge load off my mind, to be honest with you. Continuing with the theme, let's go for more cheats and cheat our way through this next boss. So this is Wolf 2. It's a hard boss if you're not cheating, but fortunately we are.
Do we have time for a donation?
Yeah, of course.
So
Always.
we have $5 from Tet. Hey Apache, very fun run. Is there any chance I can get an invite to the Metal Gear Solid Discord, please? Thanks in advance.
Not from me. MetalGearSpeedrunners.com. Let's see, I got that first time. Yes, first time, come on. So that's the wolf fight. If you do the weapons glitch and put the sniper rifle on, normally you would lie on the floor, but when you do the weapon glitch, you're in the standing animation, so you can walk past the invisible barrier, and the game thinks you've walked past the barrier, the fight must be over. So that's Wolf 2. I promise you the next boss will do properly. Well,
do we
properly.
fight the next boss?
Yeah, we're gonna fight the next boss. We're gonna fight him.
Okay.
No more cheating though, okay?
So what are the chaff grenades actually meant to do?
So they prevent the cameras from seeing you. And in the later the games, they stop the radios and everything as well. In Metal Gear Solid 1, you can get alerts while you've got a chaff grenade active. In the later games, you don't. So now we need to go back, because we've been cheating, we need to go back up and get the Stinger again, because we obviously deleted it before. We need to go get it back, because otherwise we're not going to be able to fight bosses, kill rats. I'm being serious. Like, we need to kill a rat with the Stinger later, so it's really a hugely important item. Get those grenades, just for safety. Might need them, might not. So when I throw a chaff grenade, if I go into a menu like this, the chaff grenade won't explode, similar to how I went in the cutscene before. So that just gives us better timing for when the chaff explodes to get past those cameras that we went through before. How do we have time? 25. This is decent. Mess it up, it's making me nervous.
Don't look.
Tend to get shot by this thing, so I'm just going to ration it just in case. I don't want to die. Dying's costly. Anything else we've got backups for, so. We've nearly finished disc 1, so we're making good pace, I think. Disc 1 in 26.5 minutes. Let's throw a chaff grenade because there's a lot of cameras in here. Oh, it's a bit slow actually. I'll just get shot anyway. I'll stick the stun grenade on, and that's this one.
While you're changing this, do we have time for donations?
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. We'll just send them to the reader and we'll get in. So we have, when it refreshes, because it takes its time. There we go. So we have $10 from Turbo Goblin.
God, yes.
Shouts out to AADS.
Shout out to Ads. Ads is probably my favourite Melee player.
And then we have another one, a $5 donation from Boombo SS BM, another Smash I'm guessing thing. Yeah. What a bunch of trees on stream. And hope you enjoyed your night out, boys, and good luck in the rest of the run. Team gains. And with those donations, we've now went over 1,600.
Wow.
So all that going to Young Minds to help the fight.
Yeah, brilliant.
Thank you very much, Bombo.
So I missed the crane there. The crane is like a nightmare for most people. You have to like throw a grenade at it. It's really awkward. But I just fire my Nikita at it. And then I use the Nikita for the next bit as well. When you go through that door, a cargo elevator starts rising. And you have to wait for it to get up. But if you leave the room and come back, the cargo elevator is just already here. So that's handy. Speaking of cargo elevators, no one does this room like this. This is my own strategy. It isn't the fastest, but it is the coolest. So I might purposely take a hit so I get invincibility, maybe blow this guy up, and I'll just boot this guy off the edge, and then boot this guy off the edge. Hopefully, yeah. And switch back to my chaff. Do some breakdancing. Snake's an accomplished breakdancer as well as like stealth expert and cheater. There's a gun turret here. It's really a nightmare if it shoots you. I don't really know the strategy of getting past it. I just hope it's not facing me as I run past it. So strategy is just like blind luck, I suppose. See? Works every time. No, it'll probably get me later. We're coming up to Vulcan Raven, which is the first boss we're actually going to fight properly. Before then, we're going to get a codec call. Got a little trick for getting the codecs on like a first frame. Normally the call, you have to answer it on reaction. But if you go into first person view, when the codec comes in, it'll take you out of first person view, so you sort of see the screen change, which is more obvious, easier to press. Yeah, this run is on PSTV. PSTV has fast disk speed, so the loads are better. It's the PSTV Integral is the quickest version of the game. Easy. This guy is trustworthy. Master Miller with the shades. Always trust people with sunglasses. I'm even okay for rations. I don't think I have to get the safety ration, which is good. We need a lot of rations for Vulcan Raven.
To have time for a donation again.
Yeah, 100%.
So we have $5 from Pichu MGS. Hey Apache, I was wondering if you knew a reliable place to buy computer parts. Thanks for in advance. So if you do, you can say it now.
D-Limes 13, good computer parts. Alright, we're gonna fight Vulcan Rain. We're gonna really fight him, like manly fight him. Just run it in. Oh, he's not letting near him. I might have bottled it, guys. Might have ruined the run. Okay, we're on him. I might have enough rations left. Might not. No, I think he might kill me, you know. We might have to do this again.
This is the fastest way to kill him.
Definitely. Yeah, I might have bottled this. Could be dead. I took the safety rations and wasted them. No, we could be good. It's a 50-50 here. So close. That was so much closer than it needed to be. I literally went the wrong way to him. Nah, I'm just kidding. It was on purpose. Generate some tension. You can get that code at frame 1, but I've literally just remembered now. Okay, so now we're going to make our way to find Metal Gear. Let's see, chat. Yeah, throw that one. I'm going to be picking up items now all the time because I need stuff at endgame like the Stinger missiles that are there. I'm going to pick them up whenever they respawn. I love this shot here when you go into the room. You get like the first look at the Metal Gear. It's cool, that camera angle. The game wants to slow you down now because Kojima knows you've been cheating, so he's just going to send you codec calls as often as possible. He's also going to make you go back through the game a couple of times. It's just his style. Get to literally climb on top of it. It's cool as. But on every single screen they send you a codec, so even here you get another one. Which, like, the first time you're playing it, you're like, oh wow, it's cool, such tension. And it's like the 100th time you're playing it, like, god damn, how do we skip these codecs? There's a bit of dialogue between Snake and Archon where he goes, are you a hacker? I really like that one. Kind of like what my mum thinks when I fix the Wi-Fi for her. So there's a guard down here. I'm just going to silence my footsteps by constantly equipping and unequipping the chaff grenade. For some reason, that stops him from seeing you. Silences your footsteps.
Do we have time for our donation?
Yeah.
So we have $13.13. Very, very. From Limes and Daniel. Hey Apache, I'm the computer guy. I'm the MGS2 guy for that matter.
Yeah.
Good luck for the rest of the run. And I'd also like to remind people as well that if you are donating, you could also donate towards the Sekiro Shadows Die Twice bid incentive, either the Japanese or English. It is currently, the difference is $5.02 towards playing the game in Japanese. So if you want to see the game in English or Japanese, please make sure to donate towards Young Minds.
Definitely. Thanks D-Limes. Definitely the Metal Gear Solid 2 guys got world record in just about every category, apart from the hard ones. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. He's really good at the game. Yeah, PSTV, you can buy one on Amazon. I got mine from CEX for £45 or something. I've literally only bought it to play this game, and it's the only thing I use it for. This part of the game is the rat. The rat is a run killer. It literally is a rat, and it has the PAL key. You have to shoot it with a stinger to get it off it. I think it's it's over there. But I tend to miss it a lot because using a stinger to kill a rat is not advisable. There are probably better ways. Come on. Yes. Got it first time. I mean, I'm really good at killing the rat. Kill it first time, every time, easy. It drops the PAL key, which we need to deactivate Metal Gear. We definitely need to deactivate Metal Gear with the PAL key. So you get a nuclear weapon, like this Metal Gear, and it's run on cards which are at different temperatures. That's probably a good idea. So to deactivate it, we have to use a card at different temperatures in a specific order as well. This was definitely not a way of making the game longer by the developers. So we're just going to go back up, and we're going to go back and forth 3 times now as well. I like the chat. Chat's good. Everyone likes Metal Gear Solid, so like you always get good chat. I need to put PAL key on. Forgot. There's a camera in here that we have to like sort of sneak past to put the PAL key in. It sees us, but if we get to the machine in time, it's fine. Otherwise, we'll get choked to death by gas. Inconvenient. So that's the first one done. Now we need to get a cold PAL key. So we're going to trek back to where we killed Vulcan Raven with our completely legitimate strat.
I presume you can complete this game without getting spotted. Just want to check.
You can. Not the way I do it.
Yeah.
If you want to see someone complete the game without getting spotted, Jaguar King's running all bosses extreme at ESA soon, so check that out. Especially if you enjoyed this run, you'll really enjoy his. If you dislike the backtracking of this game as well, in the Twin Snakes, the GameCube remake, it's #1 in the 2's engine. That like has a thing for circumventing the backtracking, so it's a lot faster. But I just like walking back and forth to heat up cards and stuff. I think it really adds to the aesthetic. I'm gonna actually use my phone here for a timer. So I need to wait a specific amount of time for this card to go cold. So I've taken that PAL key, which I got from a rat, which I shot with a stinger. You're following this, right, aren't you? This is the game. So now I have to cool it down. Fortunately, we're in Alaska, that's fine. Yeah, it is called Metal Gear Solid because it's the first one in the series that's being 3D, and it is really a good spiritual successor to the 2D games. It's a lot like the 2D games, unlike Metal Gear Solid 2, which is nothing like the 2D games. Now I'm literally waiting here for this card to go cold.
Tool assisted?
Yeah, tool assisted.
How long does it take for the card to go cold?
I always wait 1 minute and 5 seconds, but I think it's 1 minute. I like to be safe, and then I check it as well. And you can check in the item window. So now it's gone blue. It's fine. Because that's how nuclear weapons work. Oh, I need to have that card open. Otherwise doors don't open. So we definitely want to deactivate this Metal Gear that's clearly active right now. As you can see, it's doing so much.
Are there any guards or anything at this point in the game? Or
just the one. Just the, like, you've got this. I mean, I couldn't speculate how much this would cost, but the ransom's $1 billion. So, what do you need to guard this? Just the one guard. Just literally the one guard up here. But there's a reason for that. I mean, this section is not much harder on the higher difficulties. Like, it's pretty much the same. So we want to put our PAL key on. This is a little bit tight for getting that. It's easy to mess up putting that key in and get choked out. That's the second card, but the game's not finished with us there. It wants us to do one more. I think this game holds up really well for its time as well. For it being 21 years old now, I think it looks great. Right? Snake might be a little bit square, but you know the PAL key is going to be bad because everything that's PAL is bad.
Don't.
If it was the NTSC key, it would be so much better. Can we get a quick dab from the streamer's friend? Only if you donate $50. $50 for a maskless dab.
If you donate $5, I'll do a dab.
You hit the man. That's on you. I'm going to get shot here to grab some stinger bullets, but I really need them, so... $5 per dab it is. We even bought Fuzzy out for a dab yesterday.
If you donate $10, this guy right here will do a dab kit. It's a very 15 he says.
Well, the price of dabs is just going up.
It's going up. Get them while they're hot, you know.
So yeah, to slow you down even more, the game put this cargo elevator in there, and on both ways it gives you some codec calls. You need to always remember to put your weapon back on, because when you touch the controls, it turns your weapon off, so that'll slow you down a little bit. You know, I'm sorry if I'm missing chat, but like, my eyesight is so poor. I mean, even that I can't really see that well.
Don't worry. You don't have to chat. Not during the run.
I like chat. I can see so many people that are my friends. Friends.
Yeah, it's all the Smash players.
Yeah.
And all Metal Gear runners.
Metal Gear heads.
Out in chat. It's awesome to see you here.
Do you have time for a donation?
Yeah, for sure.
$5 from Turbo Goblin. Dab for us, Dylan. He really wants that dab.
He does, doesn't he?
$5 worth of dab. There's your
That's
$5.
it. Sorry, that's all you're getting. Thanks, Turbo Goblin, for the $5.
And again, this camera. We've got a great strap for this camera. It's called Hope We Don't Get Shot by It. There we go. We failed that time. We get another chance to sneak past the camera though. We're 1-1 on getting shot by that camera so far.
I'm sorry if you get charged back for that.
I hate Scotland. So now we're going back to the blast furnace just to heat up the PAL key. We've done cold, now we're going to do hot. And again, I'm going to use my tool. Because we've got time scale, I'm just going to run up here and grab. There's a ration on like the left side of the building, which is handy. I'll mess with this guard boys here as well. He sort of stands this way for a little while. And hide from him. There's a ration there as well, but if you mess up getting it, you fall into the lava. So it's just not worth. There's a guy called Tromboncino who's currently trying to root out the blindfolded run of this game. He's going to do the whole game with blindfold on because he's nuts. But he worked out that if you stand here and do 100 punches, you'll be at the ration, so you can get it with a blindfold on. See, I can't get it with my eyesight, and he can get it with a blindfold.
Some setup.
Yeah, he was like, it's 100 punches, and then he showed me, and I was like, wow, how did you work that? Like, what made you think of that? But he's just on another level. There we go, PAL cards red. And we can go deactivate Metal Gear. and nothing could go wrong. I mean, there really isn't much to say about the cargo elevator. It probably shouldn't have been put in the game, but it was just to artificially extend it. If anyone wants to find a skip for it, that'd be great. We're gonna get shot. Yeah. Oh no, don't stand there. Just if you thought the elevators weren't long enough, I'm going to throw in an extra long codec call for you here. This is one of the longest in the game as well. You can tell it's Naomi Hunt, isn't it? But I think she does get like taken out during the course of it. So yeah, it is kind of similar to the ladder in Metal Gear Solid 3. Gonna do that so I can get the cutscene codec faster. There she is. This is a pure mash as well. If you feel like you're missing out, you can do the next one. He did the mash.
I don't want to invalidate the run, you know.
Please, my wrist burns. No, I don't know. I don't know who's worse, Meryl or Naomi Hunter. I think it's Naomi. She gets, I don't know, I think she gets arrested or something there.
Can I get a donation in?
For sure.
$5 from Bez. NTSC Super Smash Brothers Melee for the Nintendo GameCube. There you go. For all you Smash people that keep donating on, you go. Keep going. Helping young minds.
I 100% support that notion.
Thank you very much, Bez.
To get a crab in the chat with Pal is dead. I'm just gonna throw that here so I get the stinger bullets without getting shot. I just don't really have any use for those chaff grenades now, so that's fine. I'm just using them to move faster. We've nearly saved the world, we're quite close. Yeah, but if we didn't have the PAL card, the run would be better, so... If it was an NTSC card, you could just plug it in once and it would work. Because it's a PAL, it takes 3 journeys. Oh no. That ladder's not actually hard to climb, it was just me.
That was just, you know, buffering.
Yeah,
buffering some stuff.
Yeah. Just sneak past the lone guarding this insanely expensive machinery. Oh, he might knock me over. He was close. Did you see him there? He went to elbow me. He nearly gave me the people's elbow. Okay, I put the last card in. And oh no. What is going to happen? Here's sunglasses. He's a good guy. Nothing could possibly go wrong with this lad around.
Do you need to change your mashing technique? You need to use your index finger.
No, my mashing technique's fine. What do you
Your
mean?
wrist.
Oh no, he's taking his
I don't know,
sunglasses off and he's the main bad guy. He would have expected this, and now he's trying to kill us. This is no one would have known about this. We'll phone Atacon because he always gets us out of jam. Oh, we'll phone him twice. He always gets us out of jam. There's a ration over here as well. We can get. Oh, we're full. Nice. And if we go into the first-person view, we can see the codec as soon as it comes in. He won't be long, I'm sure. Yeah, see. He's here for us. And that's why we save Otacon. Otacon's a legend. Meryl, what's Meryl ever done for us? So yeah, we actually activated Metal Gear, not deactivate it, so now we've got to blow it up. We're a real hero, gonna need that stinger. I want to get a little bit closer, because if I'm close, it uses its laser. If I'm far back, it uses its missiles. When the missiles hit us, it kind of knocks off our aim a little bit. Oh, that does as well. It normally doesn't though. Plywood would be cursing me if he's watching this. He's got a tutorial on this and everything, I'm just like not following it. There goes the first section. There's Ninja. You haven't seen him during this run because he was absent. But normally you fight him, but he's your friend. It's complex. Read the Wikipedia. This is just unskippable, and if you try and kill him, it won't let you. You just can't do it. No Psycho Man. No, there's no Psycho Mantis in this version of the game. Right, so now we're going to move right up to the Ray. No, not Ray. Rex. That's later. Just shoot Liquid in the face with rockets. Where I'm stood as well, it makes Rex do certain attacks which are easier to avoid. There we go. So this next cutscene is the sleeping late as usual Snake cutscene, which is normally unskippable. In all other versions of Metal Gear Solid 1 it's unskippable, but on Integral it is, so that's the one we use for speedrunning. This next fight with Liquid, there's no cheating. On any difficulty, no matter what version of the game you're running, you're fighting Liquid barehanded, you have no rations, you have 2.5 minutes to do it. It's a hard fight, there is an infinite for it. I can't do it. It's really hard. Like, not many people can. So I'm just going to try and do it well.
Still be able to save her.
I'll try not to die on Liquid, that would be like awesome.
Could enjoy one brief
There's
moment
Meryl.
of love
She's kind of doomed at this point.
at the end. If you cross this line, you fall. At this height, it will kill even you. How about you, Snake?
So that's the most of the infinite I could get. I stood up. It's a hard fight. And Plywood again would be absolutely cursing me. He's got such a detailed tutorial for this.
What's wrong, Snake?
Oh no. At least it's not timed or anything.
Nice shot! Better hurry! It's going to blow!
Oh, this is really bad.
What's wrong?
This could be cutting it close. Save us, Plywood.
Better hurry! It's going to blow! Better hurry! It's going to
So basically, you can punch him twice and then duck, or punch, kick him. And I was just trying to do both, so I'm getting absolutely levered. We'll cut it close, but we should be fine. Right, if I get hit twice more, I'm dead. For the fans. Right, it's either he kills me or I kill him here.
Last dog, last match.
Oh, I'm gonna do him once more. It's gonna be close. Got him! Got him! That was better than doing it properly. Added to the tension. Right, here's Otacon, we saved him. And now we're going to escape with him in a Jeep. It's going to be awesome.
I'll drive.
Oh, that's a great idea. What have you done, Otacon? You got us caught.
Darn, no key.
I would have gone for this one first. Oh, let's get this guy, hold on to him. We need to hug him. He's our friend now.
I got it. Snake,
Okay.
jump in.
Okay, I'll jump in. For the longest time, I used to, like, it's so uncomfortable because you have to press first person view with triangle and hold square to shoot. And it's super uncomfortable. So for the longest time, I used to hold the controller upside down, but recently I actually got used to doing it properly. But it's so, it's like the most unintuitive buttons to hold. Like, they could have put it on the top buttons, anything, but they decided to put it on square and triangle. So now we're just going to go for these checkpoints. You have to kill the guards before you progress. So like where I put the control stick there, just to shoot the barrel immediately when we stop.
Good job, Snake.
So that was quite fast, that was decent. And we've got another checkpoint. This one's a little bit more awkward because there's a guard on this side and then two over here. So what I do is like kill one guard and then fan between these two so I take less shots.
You did it, Snake.
That's it, we're free. No. Think about it, right? You've shot him with about 30 Stinger missiles, and then you've booted him off the top of Rex, but he's still fine and driving. Like, so I used to think this was on a timer, but it's not. You have to hit him a certain amount of times, and that amount of times is, Dylan.
It
Say
said
it
30 times.
Yeah, it is 30 times.
30,
That's
yeah, of
it.
course
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
exactly 30 times.
30, yeah.
So we're nearly all over now. Just got to finish Liquid off. Just like one more time or two more times, that's it. It would really suck if I died here, because I'd have to start like right from the beginning again. How am I doing time? Ah, yes, decent. And that's it, Metal Gear Solid. That's a decent time. That would probably beat my PB. Thanks very much for watching, everyone. I really appreciate all the donations. It is for a good cause. Thanks for chilling on the run with me, Dylan.
problem.
Thanks, all the fans. And shout outs to the Metal Gear Solid speedrunning community. MetalGearSpeedrunners.com if you want to learn how to speedrun any of these games. There's loads of tutorials, Wikipedia, YouTube tutorials, everything. Don't follow my Twitch. Follow Plywood _ if you like this game.
And welcome back to UKSG. So, we would firstly just like to thank ESA for supporting this marathon, providing us with their channel for screaming. They share gear, technical assistance and sponsors. Be sure to check out ESA Summer from the 20th to the 27th of July. And that is the next game ready, so they will now introduce themselves and the game.